What's good, folks? Once again, this is Silent Mode, maker, artist, and Lego enthusiast. You can see on my table right here, I'm going to be building this set, which I was aware was a micro build, but it arrived today. One of the problems with these off brands, as some people call them sets, is that I never really know what the brand is. It suggests the brand is You Fun, which you can see in the top left corner of the box, but it was advertised on Amazon rather as GENITEEN. So I'm just going to call this the GENITEEN, and I don't even know what this set is called, but it resembles a coffee shop. It has business streets on the box. It says microparticle building block store at the top. It's called a flower series on Amazon, but you can tell by the coffee cup on the building that it is a coffee store. So anyway, that's what we're going to be building today. Just wanted to say hello to Mayo. Thanks for stopping by. And of course, we have One Brick. Appreciate you both joining me on this stream. I have included a link if you wanted to jump on and make this a little bit more interesting for everybody. And yes, I hope you guys are doing all right, and certainly better than I am today. This week has been very odd in the sense that it started okay. I've been productive, but I haven't been feeling too well. Yesterday in particular, I struggled with a lack of sleep and then feeling really sick. But I'm a little bit better now. I've more or less recovered. Just wanted to point out this box has a nice holographic effect on it, which I think is pretty cool. It looks like Mayo is going to jump on. But yeah, as you can see, this is a micro brick build. I figured instead of you guys looking at me sorting Go bricks, why not build something? But I wanted to choose something that was different to what everybody else is doing. All right, we got in the back, we got Owen. How you doing, Owen?
Hello. How's it going?
Well, I'm doing all right, and there is a huge pile of Lego you got there.
Yeah, there's more than 50 kilo of Lego here.
50 kilos.
Yeah, more than I could lift anyway.
What are the odds of you sorting through all of that by the time the stream is over?
What's the chances?
Yeah.
Like 1,000,000,000%. No, I'm just looking for pieces for my next mock.
Okay. Well, you're going to have a heck of a time, I think.
Yeah, I mean, found these blue and yellow pieces so far.
Okay.
I've never actually done a stream on my floor. Let me know what you guys think of the carpet.
Let's take a really quick look at Owen's setup there. That's one thing I haven't seen, carpet sorting.
Yeah. I think I've only ever seen Mayo saw his on his desk, his low desk, rather than his floor.
Yeah, just about everybody has a fancy studio set up for even their sorting endeavors.
Yeah. I mean, my desk is currently packed, as well as, obviously, if you've got this much Lego and collection, you want to be sorting on the floor.
That makes a lot of sense, yeah.
I just went to the shop, grabbed myself a drink for the stream.
Okay.
And yes, it's an energy drink.
Well, I have a drink myself. This is regular Coke mixed with some cherry brandy.
Cherry brandy? Wow.
I've actually had it for a while.
Yeah.
But I figured I'd... Oh, that's Relentless. What flavor is that one?
Like white citrus.
Okay.
Basically just tastes like blue raspberry.
Ah, okay. Okay, that's a preview of the instructions. You've got to build materials here.
Anyway, how are you doing, Silent? It's been a while.
It has been. I have been busy working, busy trying to get stuff done. Knee deep in Go bricks, as you can imagine.
Yeah.
As I was saying to people before, I haven't been feeling too well recently, but I'm recovering.
Yeah, I mean, I was speaking to Alexandria this morning, like a couple of hours ago. Apparently, in the last couple of days, there's been quite a bit of drama going around the Lego community.
Drama. Well, I've heard a little bit about the Ambassador Network, but I don't know anything about any other drama.
Oh, I mean, negative drama, like Roman bricks and stuff like that.
Oh, right. Yes, I have heard about that. Yeah.
And Demos Puppets has been protesting anti-AI.
Oh, yeah. I did see a little bit about that.
Yeah, trying to force people to go anti-AI.
Well, I will say I don't have a problem with AI itself. It's how it's being used that's the problem.
Yeah, see, the thing is, there's a time and a place for that sort of stuff, and a Lego stream isn't that place.
Well, yeah, in terms of the ranting and the anti-sentiments, that's probably better suited for one's own live stream or one's own videos.
Yeah, and it's on them whether they get views or not.
Yeah, look at that tiny
Can't see
lead.
from all the way down here.
Let me make my screen a little bit bigger. Check this out.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Micro scale Lego equivalents.
Little plant.
I can see that Mayo is having a somewhat intimate conversation with one brick. I wonder if there's something going on there. I'm joking. But let's see how this goes as a build.
I mean, a lot of this is quite new, but a lot of it's quite old as well. So,
Right, do you have anything in mind to build at the moment?
now that's the thing you need to find out.
Okay, because I've seen you've started putting out videos again.
Yeah, I'm only posting once a week.
Well, that's fine.
It's better for the algorithm, and it's better for me as well.
Look at this. Look at this part of the instructions. It starts with that one piece there, and then it expects you to fill in all of those. Yes, that's crazy.
There's somebody done half a job with the instructions.
Well, it's early days yet, so we'll see how clear the instructions are.
Yeah. Just try print yourself off a Lego set.
Printing a Lego set.
Yeah, you know, like maybe start your own brand.
Well, I don't know about starting a brand, but I could certainly look at doing some. I guess my idea would be large scale Lego models or models that resemble Lego sets. It does seem to be the popular thing these days because other people have done it and they certainly get a lot of attention for it.
Yeah, the like the big minifigures and the big set stuff like that.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of the Marvel and DC figures.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the one thing that frustrates me about it is that I was one of the forerunners of 3D printing things resembling Lego. And it's only when other people started doing it that it became popular and they get the views and all these accolades and things. And I don't even think that they do a pretty good job for the most part.
Sometimes you got to compete with people. You got to be confident.
That's true.
You know, I do it all the time. There's a lot of Lego Alien Conquest people out there now since I've started doing it on Instagram.
So all of a sudden, people are taking an interest in alien conquests.
On Instagram, yeah.
My goodness, maybe they're inspired. I guess it's the best way of looking at it.
Perhaps. I mean,
Right.
people started making more Alien Conquest mocks on Rebrickable. And funny enough, they tagged me in it.
Nice. Well, at least they give you some credit, I think. I'm just trying to find the best layout for this. I don't know. But we have Mayo. Mayo's
Hey.
joined. There we go. How you doing, sir?
Well, I don't know how much energy I have in me right now.
What's
Hello,
been
Cam.
happening?
Well, because it's 4:41 a.m.
Oh, okay. Well, I appreciate you joining in so early in the morning.
Yeah, I've still got energy right now, but I don't know how much left.
Oh dear. So I guess for you it's Saturday morning already.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. Any particular plans for the weekends?
YouTube and one more assignment.
Okay. Well, I certainly hope it goes well.
Yeah, I finished my second to last assignment about 6 hours ago.
So you weren't in any danger of pulling an all-nighter, were you?
No, because I like to space things out to preserve my sanity.
Well,
If I do too much on one day, then I feel bad.
Yeah, I hear that. Well, it's good. It's great that you got things out the way at least.
Yeah, I had to ask for an extension, and then the whole class ended up getting an extension.
Okay.
Hey, may have been a while.
Yeah. Because you said that you don't stream anymore.
Yep. Too much drama.
Yeah, I was gonna say that even in this group that we have, this relatively newly formed group, it's a shame that there is this well, it's a shame that there's so much drama.
Yeah, that's their problem, not mine, as far as I'm concerned. Because there was a few bad eggs who turned on each other.
Yeah, I mean, I'm wondering if it's something that can actually be avoided.
Oh yeah, it can be avoided. We just have to weed out people who are trying to stir the pot.
That's true.
Which is what some people are trying to do.
Yeah.
And one of those people who was stirring the pot, people ended up turning on him. But they keep DMing me stuff on Discord that I don't always know how to react to.
I see. Well,
See,
I guess
I'm scared to use names. I've been having that as well with Roman Bricks. He's been texting me on Discord, trying to get me
Yeah,
to unsubscribe.
yeah, that's the guy.
Man,
I don't like to say their names until other people say their names.
yeah, I completely understand.
I mean, I generally don't care what he thinks.
You were saying earlier that you've never seen anyone or whatever sort on the floor. If you go back and watch my earlier live streams from like 4 years ago, that's what I did.
Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with doing that if
Before
that's
I claimed domain over table space.
all right.
I mean, you need a large table to fit all this on.
Yeah.
Well, you
Which
could
is
do it
why-
in groups.
And like needing large real estate is why when I went back onto YouTube in August 2020, my city was on the floor.
Yeah, and obviously making a table to fit as well using wood.
Well, back then I only had a 6x4 foot table, and I wanted my city to be bigger than that. And I had to convince my parents, hell and high water, to allow me to spend my own money to get IKEA tables. And I won a bet against my parents, so they ended up paying for half of my tables.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'd do the
Nice.
same, but I've got a massive fucking wardrobe in my corner of my room, so I can't really do much.
I'll tell you what,
I'm not sure what space you deal with silent mode.
well, I was going to say that one of the hardest things about living with the folks is that it's essentially their space. So you're very limited as to what you can do, what you can have. But I have, unfortunately, I've always had to deal with very small spaces. So what you're seeing right now is less than a half of a circular table. And that's typically the amount of space I work with, which is why my builds tend to be quite small. Let's see. One Brick asks, do you think it's possible to do an upscale minifigure in 3D? It definitely is. And there are quite a few people doing it right now. I have attempted to do one in the past. And I suppose it depends on how accurate you want the minifigure to be.
I mean, that's going to take some time to dig out all the excess plastic.
I think the main challenge is finding the parts to print and then ensuring that the parts that are printed fit together properly.
Yeah. I mean, I've just found myself a classic space torso here. Unfortunately, the planet has faded.
That tends to happen.
Yeah, the gold always
The
wears
gold.
out.
Yeah. Quite difficult to find for where it's actually intact.
Well, with 3D printing, it also depends if you use what is it, PVOA or resin.
Yep, that's true. That is generally going to dictate how big the figure is or how detailed it's going to be. And
because
then,
I know people who use PVOA print.
PLA.
So it's
That's okay.
PLA. There's no V in it. Okay. Yeah, I know people who have the PLA printers to print really small stuff.
Yeah.
Like stuff they can fit into the palm of the palm of their hand.
Yes, indeed. So typically you'd use a resin printer for really, really small and detailed models. And then you use the other kind, which is called FDM or fused deposition modeling to print the bigger stuff. And then there's also the consideration as to whether you'll paint the figure afterwards.
Sorry about that.
Or no problem. Or if you will just try to print the parts in colors that match closely enough to what you're after. There's quite a few things to consider.
I spilled some energy drink on my computer and it's been bugging ever since.
Oh.
Got Spotify running in the background for no reason. I don't even turn it on.
I can't hear anything actually.
All right. When it turns on, I have to turn the computer fully off. It just plays randomly.
I see. I can hear what sounds like tapping right now.
Oh, I think that's mail.
But as I have, speaking of speaking of sorting areas, I have been planning on getting a desk, a bigger desk. I just have to get rid of the sofa first.
Wow, you still haven't bought yourself a desk.
Well, I could buy the desk, but I ideally would like to get rid of the sofa that is in the way of the new desk first.
Yeah. I mean, you're certainly better than me at keeping money.
Well, I don't know about that.
I spend mine every week.
I mean, I guess I'm fortunate that I'd like to say I'm a little bit more sensible with money now.
Mm.
I mean, the only
Just-
things I tend to buy is energy drink, vape juice, Lego, food, essentials.
Well, I don't go out a lot, so I don't spend a lot of money.
Neither
See,
do
when
I.
it comes to Lego, I'm an online buyer. I don't physically go to Lego stores as I used to.
Same here.
Yeah, I only go to the Lego store when it's convenient for me.
Well, I'm not as mobile as I used to be in terms of being able to get on public transport and travel to the Lego stores as much anymore.
I'm glad that I'm only a 3-minute walk away from the bus stop and a 10-minute ride away from the train.
Nice.
See, the thing is, my closest Lego store is Manchester, and I live estimately like 45 minutes away from it. If I was to get the train, I'm spending nearly 20 quid just for like
Yeah,
an hour there.
Yeah,
And
I
then-
live half hour away from mine.
Yeah,
that is quite
nearly just an hour in Manchester just to come home, and that's like, as I say, £20. I just don't see the need for it.
that is quite an investment.
So, do you live east or west of Manchester?
It's a very specific location. I really don't mind. It's Lancashire.
So, is that east or west? I don't know the geography of that area.
Northwest of the UK.
Okay. No, like I know where Manchester is. I know where Liverpool is, and the Blackpool, Blackburn, Wigan area. I know where all that is.
Yeah, it's near that.
Yeah, but there's a reason why, because the west side of Manchester is better, and everything west of Manchester is better.
Yeah.
I'll have to take your word for that. Yeah, just to acknowledge one brick. I guess you want to have your avatar as a 3D printed minifigure. I don't see a problem with that, so I'd have to take a closer look. I think the biggest challenge is probably going to be the hairstyle. But I
Yeah,
don't
I
see
can't comment on 3D printed stuff like you can.
Yes,
I
sorry.
can one brick at a time with a skinhead.
That's quite scary. Mind you, that would be an interesting look.
Just try it.
I want to take a good look at Candine's PFP. Okay, so her PFP is her sig fig.
Yep.
Yeah, I've seen people make 3D printed upscaled minifigures before.
Oh yeah, it's as I said, I think the biggest challenge is in the hairstyle or the hairpiece.
Yeah, I think the sculpting for the hair is always the most complicated shape.
Oh yeah.
in that type of design.
You see, that I can't do that stuff at the moment. I can only really work with basic shapes.
Yeah, the basic shapes is why I hear people sharing the links for designs from CAD files.
Yeah, and then the biggest danger with that is we want to make sure that the pieces actually fit together. If you 3D print them.
Yeah.
We got Alexandria in the house. How are you doing, Alexandria?
Hey Alex, how's it going?
You see, that would be one person that I would think it would be really interesting to make a representative minifigure of.
Yeah, because I've always encouraged Alexandria to move on from the default Google A.
I call a floating A.
Because whenever I see that white A inside of the purple circle, I just think of grape soda.
Oh,
So who knows? Maybe her profile picture could be the grape emoji. Because she's so sweet.
I don't know, if you go by Discord, she could be a bunny rabbit.
Yeah,
But then I realized that
but even still, that's a Discord
yeah,
a default.
yeah, I found that out at some point. One of the hobby's greatest mysteries. What would Alexandria look like? But don't worry, I'm not in a rush to find out.
Yeah, because I don't because I know that Alexandria is a set builder, not a mock builder, and the only spare pieces she has is literally the extra pieces from sets. So I don't even know if she has a sig fig, like what Candy has in her profile.
Yeah, that's fair enough, actually.
Because a lot of people use their sig figs as their profiles and avatars.
I mean,
Yeah,
I myself now. I don't use any, Lego profile picture. I've literally got a self-portrait.
well, without bragging too much, I'm probably the only person in the entire space who has more than one.
More than one.
Yeah.
What profile picture?
Sig figs.
All right. Oh yeah. Evil mode.
Yeah, you can see them right here. Whoops, not that one. That's a mini doll. These are just a few of them that I've made over the years. A little humble bragging. And they're the 6 main characters here. And
I only really know of Evil Mode. I haven't watched your other videos.
Okay, so this is the main one that I have. And a while ago, I had it customized with some arm printing, and it's carrying a friend's pen and a black book, basically.
Let's just share this stream on my Instagram story.
Maybe I should do a video at some point of my my collection.
Your collection of what?
Signature figures.
Oh yeah. Have you not made a video about that before?
I had one introducing the characters, but I don't have a video of the collection. This was way back.
Doing well on social media. Got 1,414 followers.
Nice.
I just wish people would stop being busy and remembered that I existed.
Oh, how do you mean?
Because I think people are too busy doing their taxes.
Oh, I thought it was the end of the tax season.
Well, it is now, so we'll see if they all come back.
Oh, fingers crossed.
I mean, I did as I said. I did watch some of your videos during the night.
Sorry, Owen, what was that?
Oh, I told Mayo I'd watch some of his videos the other week.
Yeah,
Yes.
I appreciate that.
Yes, I did check out your live stream earlier in the week, Mayo.
Yeah, I would have wanted to get more into stuff if the numbers were better.
Yeah, that's always a tough one, isn't it?
Yeah, but now that I'm on autumn break, I'm not gonna put the handcuffs on myself about what I do with my 3 hours.
Okay. I was just thinking as well, since you mentioned people being busy and the tax season and everything. Most of us in this space we have our own channels. So I guess it would be quite difficult to support each other while still putting out videos and things.
Exactly, which is why all of these factors come into play before I judge someone, because I want to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, likewise, I want to support people as well.
It's like whatever. It's like there's a reason why I use YouTube Studio every day.
I mean, somebody makes a promise about something, you think they follow it.
And also, there's a reason why I say that Santa Claus sees you when you're sleeping and he knows when you're awake.
He knows when you've been bad or good.
So watch my videos, for goodness sake.
Do you know, I think that's true, because the other night I was scrolling on my phone about 3 in the morning and somebody texted me, "Stop scrolling." And I'm like, how the heck do you know I was scrolling?
Yeah.
I know you.
How did that happen?
That's really strange.
Yeah.
Was that on YouTube?
Well,
no, I was scrolling on YouTube, yeah, but they texted me over Instagram.
Okay,
that's like when the app monitors your microphone and trying to, because like I want to watch someone's video on my own time. If I'm really busy, watching someone's stream on their time. That's me.
Yeah.
And now that I'm on autumn break, I can sleep whenever I want, and therefore watch whoever I want whenever I want, on their time and my time.
Well, without a doubt, there are some things that translate a lot better with long form videos compared to live streams.
mean, I can't lie. I prefer through most streams and just telling them I was asleep rather than just watching streams. Too much drama and people complaining, people arguing, people talking utter rubbish, even relevant in a Lego stream.
Yeah, I'm not totally against the drama, but I am against things getting off the rails.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, I'm the type of guy who likes a little bit of drama to add spice. But like, if someone just wants to completely change the conversation, reverse the polarity, flip the script, that's uncalled for.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Like, if they're talking about a past event, it's not relevant, you know. But something that's happening in the present is different.
Who is running the live stream to keep things under control?
Yeah, but they don't always do that. That's why they have moderators, because some
Yeah.
can't just do both. They've got their own stream, their own content to worry
Yeah.
about, without spoiling it.
You may develop a reputation for letting things get out of control or going off the rails.
Yeah, and I think unfortunately, I watch some people who don't keep their chat in order.
I haven't actually seen that myself.
Yeah, I've seen it.
I guess I'm watching it that way.
I want to say I watch enough streams to know who can keep their chat engaged with whatever they're talking about, and whoever just lets their chat run
Yeah.
rampant.
Yeah, I admit I'm not particularly good at the engagement part.
See, I always encourage people to talk about whatever they want to talk about if I don't have something to talk about, because
Yeah.
I enjoy talking about whatever someone else is talking about, just to
Yeah.
have something to talk about.
Mm.
And also, there are people who keep up with things that I don't keep up with, so I do.
Well, I want to say first and foremost, Alexandra mentions that being a mod isn't easy.
It's not. And it's like, I see, and it's like, Alexandra and I have talked about this. There are some people who are desperate to control the narrative,
Yes.
desperate to cling on to power.
Yep.
And they think that everyone's just going to hand them they think everyone's just going to hand them everything, not realizing that you have to earn people's respect to gain trust and to gain that power.
Exactly. I've seen quite a few examples of people begging for mod status.
Yeah, that is. I'm just going to say it. That is the most cringe thing I see in people's chats.
Yep.
And it's to the point where so many people have so many mods. I don't feel the need to ask them, because I know that they've already got too many as it stands, and I don't want to get involved in their mess.
Yeah, I mean, I get it from a status point of view, I suppose. If you can't be the person on the live stream, then the next best thing is being a moderator, I guess. But it's a lot of responsibility.
And also, there are some people who stream only when I'm asleep. There's no guarantee I'm going to be awake when I should be asleep, and so it's like, yeah, I wouldn't be reliable anyway.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think for a lot of people, it really is just about the status, and
yeah, and it's like, if it's a status symbol, then your ego is too big. I literally exposed someone who doesn't watch my streams because they're not a moderator. So I made them a moderator, and guess what? They still don't watch my streams. So I need to talk to more people about that to get people to realize that they are a clout chaser.
Well,
To be honest,
there's
there's nothing big about being moderator. It's actually really annoying, generally.
It's a lot of work, I can imagine.
It takes the purpose away from watching a stream. You watch a stream for entertainment. You don't watch a stream to watch over kids being annoying.
Well, I would think somebody would. I would think somebody would want to be a moderator because they want to help the person who's they're moderating for.
I mean, I get people are friends and stuff, but there's always that other part for where people just can't be bothered with it.
Yeah. And it is amazing how much a bad moderator will let slide.
Yeah. I've seen loads of moderators quit just because they can't be bothered with it.
Yeah.
And it's always the big channels where it happens to.
Yeah, I'd imagine so.
Like, I know a couple of people with 7,000 subscribers as a gamer. 4 of his moderators quit because there was this person creating that many alt accounts. They just got bored and tired. And this streamer didn't even say anything. He was just sit there on his game.
I never understood how someone can have so much energy that they'd create so many alt accounts, but some people do.
See, I used to do it when people used to annoy me as a reaction, but I don't see the purpose in the reaction. 90 days later, I don't see the point in a reaction.
No, that's something you can only learn from experience, I think.
Where does it get you? What does it do for you? It literally does nothing. It just makes you lose a few friends. It makes you lose your own honor.
Well, people who do these things, they don't, and they probably can't have much going on anyway.
No, if they've got time to talk crap in people's streams, they can't be getting up too much time.
Right, so Mayo, you were talking to quite a few people about an end of month raid train or something along those lines. Oh, you're on mute. I actually quite enjoy doing those.
I mean, I've never been a part of one.
Well, this might be your opportunity.
Maybe. The thing is, there's too many people out there that I know is going to be there that I wouldn't want there. And because that's the case, it's just that to be involved. You know what I mean?
I can understand what you mean.
Because there's people out there that are not letting go of issues and they're still doing the same stuff that said they'd stop.
Well, without knowing too much about it, I'd say that's where, ironically, a moderator or two would come in.
I get that, but I don't have that sort of trust in people. And they don't know about said people's either.
I understand.
You know what I mean? Somebody could come up with something that the moderator might just let slide, and I think, what's just happened? Why have they let that slide?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? The best moderator is usually yourself in a stream, but you know.
No, I'd agree with that.
I've just
Um,
stopped watching so many people's streams because what's the point? I just watch streams to people that I'm close to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like it's like at this point, my main motivation for watching someone is if I don't see them almost anywhere else, or if I have gaming that needs doing,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I just listen to them in the background.
Yeah, I just lurk around. If it's someone
mm,
I don't see usually, I just lurk in the stream.
it it kind of goes back to something I said a while ago that there are some people I don't particularly like, and unfortunately, those kind of people I tend to see just about everywhere. But I don't. I try not to let it get in the way of anything. If I see them, I just don't acknowledge them. I support whoever's stream I happen to be on at the time, and then I just move on.
If I was to do that in front of some
Yeah,
people I know, that practically everyone knows, it'd end up coming out with something.
Hmm.
yeah, and it's kind of a similar deal to me. There are some people who I see and we're in the same chat and we just don't end up engaging with each other for whatever reason.
Yeah. I mean,
And coincidentally, those are the people who I know for sure don't watch me.
hmm. Well, I guess there's no reason to if there's animosity there.
Oh, it's not even that there's animosity, is that we just don't have anything to talk about.
I see.
Because they're all buddy buddies with everyone
Hmm.
else, and it's kind of like a fish out of water effect.
That's
It's like there were like you see some people in chats where they have everything to say to everyone else and nothing to say to you.
yeah.
It's either because they haven't attempted to get to know you, or they don't want to
They
get to
don't
know
want to.
you.
I've come across so many people like that, and in my case, there's no real reason for it. I guess it's just an issue of chemistry. But yeah, in my case, I guess the most difficult bit to deal with is that a lot of people like these people. They get on really well with people to the point where they're almost always being mentioned.
Yeah,
And it's more or less the reverse situation for me. But I also realize that it's not my place to try and change anybody's mind or even to tell people about that particular situation.
yeah, because I see some people mentioning me from time to time. I watch their stuff more than what they might watch me. Um, but it feels good. Whenever they do acknowledge me,
Yeah,
and like I admit, the balance of power is never going to be being equal with most people who I interact with, because I'm far more likely to watch them than they are to watch
yeah,
me because I have the time.
yeah,
Um, so honestly, that's something I'm kind of coming to grips
trying-
with,
yeah.
and the way I think about stuff. It's
That's
a
cool.
it's a dynamic that I don't fully understand yet.
I think you'll find it's not necessarily something that has to be understood.
Yeah, because I see a lot of people mentioning the two way street.
Mm.
Well, it might also be a street versus a highway.
Or sometimes it's a one-way street. Sometimes it's a dead end.
Yeah, but
Sometimes
it's
roundabout.
but it's like I'm happy to drive on that one-way street if wherever that one-way street is going is really good.
Mm.
And even sometimes it's a hamster cage.
When you're just spinning around and round.
Yep.
Well, that's kind of like the death spiral,
Mm.
a spiral, um, uh, um, the negative feedback loop.
Yeah.
That's quite deep, actually.
Well, because it's like if you ever seen sports fans on the internet, they use the meme, um, get disappointed, get hope, get hyped, get let down.
Mm.
Because there are some teams who will just never be able to win because they cursed or whatever.
Hang on, one brick is asking a question. Are they thinking they're better than you? I'm not sure. I'm not sure who it's addressed to, but that's an interesting question.
Well, you know what? It might be a little bit of a vague question, but I think there are some people out there who do think they're better than everyone else,
Oh yeah,
and it's to the point where, um, they don't think they need to interact with anyone because they think they're in a league of their own.
Yeah, they say that, but they only have 8 inputs and 4 likes.
Well,
yeah.
no, you go first.
I was just going to say, not just in this particular hobby, but in other hobbies such as the 3D printing space, I've come across at least one person who is ultra selective about who they even talk to or associate with, to the point where they'll pretty much try to destroy anybody they don't want to talk to. And I would say that in some cases it's a lot to do with identity, whether it's in some cases gender or the color of one's skin.
Well, those people have more problems than whatever they're doing on social media.
I mean, if people are bringing race and stuff into conversation over some small issue, there's something severely wrong.
Or like if they want to bring up a world event.
Yeah.
But again, plenty of people like this person.
But I'm also assuming plenty of people don't like this person.
See, and there's the point. Where do you draw the line? Where do you draw the line in the sand? Because that's something I think about almost every day. Where do I draw the line in the sand? Between I really like what you upload, but there's some questionable stuff that goes on.
Yeah. I think that's a question that obviously has to be answered on a case-by-case basis.
Yeah, because like it's not a one size fits all. Because no content creator is created equally. Now we might do similar things to one another, but no one is the same a personality.
No. And I wouldn't watch them if they were.
Because like I openly say, unless you're my friend or unless you're within a friendship group that I'm in, I'm really only going to watch you if you upload city updates, because that's my preferred thing to watch in the Lego YouTube sphere.
Yeah.
And so that's why I try to network with as many people as possible, because I might come for your city updates, or I might come for your friendly live streams, but then I might find something else.
That's fair enough.
Because, like, I've talked about this before, but not everyone, um, but not everyone would have heard about it. I have a family tree, and I'm always thinking about where my friends are in the family tree,
Okay.
because I wouldn't know you guys if I didn't know someone else. I wouldn't know that someone else if I didn't know about another someone else.
That's true.
Which side was that ambulance coming from?
That's my side. That is my side of the live stream. Fortunately, it's not coming for me.
I'm in a nice, quiet environment. I'm in a very quiet village.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't get any sirens that go past here.
Oh man, where I used to live, there was an ambulance going by ever so often, and I don't think it was for any particular reason.
Yeah, Candy. The more you interact within a social sphere, the more things you'll slowly notice over time.
Yeah. My
Yeah, I think
goodness.
being the eye to eye person rather than the eye to mouth is always better. Always analyze the situation before you say something.
Mm.
Yeah, that's why I don't like to judge a book by its cover before they expose themselves.
Yeah, I've learned that yeah, other people may have opinions, whether it's good or bad, of other people, but I'd always want to see things for myself.
Yeah, because like once upon a time, I made a bad impression, but then I rectified the problem, and now we're good.
Excellent.
And that was over a year ago.
I guess that leads to something I've been thinking about for a while, and maybe you guys have an answer. Let's say that somebody has made a bad impression on you. Would there be any way for that person to redeem themselves realistically?
Depends how severely they've cracked up. It depends how deep the issue is. Like,
Yeah.
there's a couple of people in this community for where they've went against me, and there's no turning back on that.
That makes sense. Yeah.
False rumors and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely understand that.
You know,
Yeah,
if I see someone saying something about my family, friends, anything, I will never talk to them again. I'll unsubscribe, block them on every single social media. And I'm that much of, if I'm that against them because of the issue, I'll block them off every stream I'm moderator of. It's not being selfish, it's just avoiding something I'm trying to avoid, trying to avoid something I'm trying to enjoy.
I understand that. I guess the main difficulty there is when you have people who will either intentionally or unintentionally mention those people you're trying to avoid.
Draw the line, have boundaries. If they don't follow the boundaries,
Yeah.
that's really on them. It just tells you what type of person they are.
Yeah, I hear that.
yeah.
Go
And
ahead.
like I have my values, and if people go against my values, then I might then decide to keep them at an arm's distance,
Mm.
but I'm not gonna push them over the cliff to where they can never attempt to redeem themselves by going by going to someone else and getting them to speak up for them.
Yeah.
And you see, I find
Because
it
like
common
I want to
when-
give, like I do believe in second chances.
Yeah, it's I definitely agree it's important to be able to give people second chances, because the first time it could have been a mistake.
Yeah.
It could have been crossed wires or something like that.
Or something got lost
Lost in translation.
translation, or it was a culture shock.
Hmm.
Yeah. see, Candy, I've also seen other people claim that there are fake people out there, and I bet there are
Well,
a lot of fake people who are trying to cling on to someone for just a little bit of relevancy.
relevancy is currency.
That was my old slogan for a reason.
Hmm. Well, I've distanced myself from quite a few fake people, as you guys probably know.
So why there's too many out there. And you always find it's the younger generation.
You'd be surprised.
Oh, so you'd be surprised how many people I blocked and then unblocked because they redeemed themselves.
I mean, I'm going to be honest, you've done it to me a few times.
Yeah, because you explained yourself. You admitted that you were wrong about stuff, and I gave you a second chance because I believe in second chances.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to get into that until you got into that first.
But it's great that you two have rectified things.
Yeah, because like some people, sometimes they say unhinged stuff without realizing it.
You know, without a reason. If they just come out with something random and have no reason for that, and they just say it off the bat, it can be unhinged.
Yeah, because like if you want to see the most unhinged stuff ever, go follow Hasanabi on Twitter X.
I don't think I'll do that.
That is, if you want to see the most unhinged radical person ever, that is the person to follow.
Oh dear. Oh dear me.
And the stuff that guy gets into, it is so entertaining to watch people clown and dunk on him.
Yeah, I should say before I forget, sorry to hear that One Brick has gone through a few not so nice things since she joined the fold, so to speak.
Yeah, it happens.
Unfortunately.
It's like we all wish everything was sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows, but that's a fantasy land.
Yeah. Well, the hobby is 75% ego.
Yeah, and it's like I had to have some sense of an ego to get where I got, and now I don't. And now I'm not driven as much by the ego anymore because I got what I wanted.
Excellent.
You're 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah, now because I crossed off because now I've only got half an ego.
The other half is getting monetized, right?
Yeah. See, you know me so well.
I mean, it's pretty obvious. There's only two ways about the YouTube system that you're gonna have ego for: subscribers or views.
Yeah, and
Yep.
it's like I'm at the point where now when I'm talking to my friends, I'm not afraid to say that I'm materialistic.
Yeah.
I
It's got a
mean,
bit of everything.
and like there are some people on social media who claim to be minimalist, and
Yeah.
they value a life form over an object, and it's like, okay, so if that's how you think, put down your iPhone, put down your Samsung Galaxy, log
Uh-huh.
off, and go away.
And
Yep.
go and get a job.
People, I think there are some people who try really hard to not claim that they're materialistic on social media. I'm at the point. I'm at the point now where I know what my collection is like, so I'm not afraid to say that I'm materialistic.
I think it goes without saying if we have Lego collections that were somewhat materialistic.
Yeah. And but even still, there are people who have substantial enough collections who say how much someone matters to them, and in the same vein will never say that they're materialistic. And I think to myself, okay, if you're going to say that this person matters so much to you, and you're never going to admit that you're materialistic, I'm thinking to myself, okay, so log off from social media and just interact with them for the rest of your life, then.
That would make sense.
Yeah, no,
Because
life.
it's like I'm not afraid to think about okay, if this is what you say so, yeah, then do it. If this is how you really feel,
Yeah.
do whatever it is that you want to do. Practice what you preach.
Well, it's
Uh,
it,
Put your money where your mouth is.
it's easy to talk.
Yeah, because that's why they say talk is cheap
Yeah,
and actions are expensive.
exactly.
Because we can all talk the talk, but we can't all walk the walk.
That's true. And I will say, you mentioned that it's generally about subscribers and views. To go one step further, it's about that plaque as well.
And some people out there trying to get the verification ticks.
See, to get a plaque, I think 2026 and Lego isn't the way to do it if you want that sort of material. I think gaming, Roblox, all this 6-7 nonsense.
Oh, don't get me started with Roblox.
You know, that's the stuff that's
Ooh.
hitting 100,000 views in an hour.
Yeah, but you know what else is getting the million views a second? All that AI slop.
Oh
Like,
my goodness.
have you heard about Fruit Love Island?
Nope.
I wouldn't know about it either if it wasn't for the social media commentators talking about it.
Oh dear.
Fruit Love Island.
Okay, I
Yeah,
don't think I want to know.
it's all
No,
over
you don't.
TikTok.
You don't want to know.
Just also start making action films on social media with fruit.
Yeah.
I don't
Goodness.
understand it.
Yeah, Candy, I have seen people try to play everyone else like a fiddle.
I've seen bits of that even in even in this network, unfortunately.
I
Yeah,
mean,
see, that's why I like to attempt to collaborate with people and reach out to people, because I believe in growing together. I embrace the friendly competition.
Well, I said before, excuse me. So just a second. One thing One thing I've seen people in the 3D printing space do really well is big each other up and collaborating and name dropping and all this stuff. But it's a very insular network. It works for them though because most people know who they are and they get a lot of clout from it. I think we could have a very similar thing here, and maybe we do. It's just a very few people who get that notoriety at the moment.
And that's why I really like collabs and raid trains.
Mm.
Do you just like raid trains because it's got the word train in it, or do you legitimately like the raids?
I like raid trains because it gives more people more opportunities to see more people.
Mm.
Yeah.
I really like the concept because, yeah, as you said, it's an opportunity for one person's audience to discover other people.
And it doesn't have to be a big grandiose thing. It can be just something with a few streamers, like what other friendship groups do all the time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because like there are some days of the week where a lot of us in our friendship circle do go live, and I think, okay, well, if we all go live on the same day,
Yeah,
what's stopping us from coordinating raids?
exactly.
Dep- Especially because a lot of us are in different time zones.
Yeah,
I mean, I think I fit into every single time zone because I'm always awake.
well, you definitely have the evenings covered.
Yeah, I'm during the day actually, because
Oh
I
yeah,
sleep in the afternoon for about 3 hours and then I wake up.
I'll tell you what though, May, I really did like the 24-hour stream that you did, and I thought that was quite successful.
Yeah, I think that was by far my most successful of I think 24-hour streams I've done, because I learned from my mistakes in the past, and I'm really happy that I was able to reach out to like 3 dozen people,
Yeah,
and at least 2/3 of them were on the show at some point.
I just thought it was really amazing how you had lots of different people from different networks and different parts of the world coming together at different times of the
Exactly,
day.
and that's because of the last 4 years of networking in about 3 or 4 different friendship groups.
Mm.
And I was able to coordinate when people might best want to come on,
Yeah,
because I'm always trying to stay on top of my DMs, and it's a segue. What I'm trying to do on my birthday won't be possible without people answering their DMs.
well, if you happen, anyone who's listening right now, if you happen to receive an email from Mayo or a DM from Mayo, make sure you answer it.
Yeah, because I've already contacted people. Some people haven't responded. Others have said that they're unfortunately busy that day. So I'm glad that they let me know that
Yeah,
they're not busy that day, so
yeah,
I can move on. There are some people who have confirmed and gave me their preferred start times. Some people said they're interested, but they need to confirm closer to the date.
it's fair enough, I guess.
I'm just happy that some people have gotten back to me at all, because that means I can start planning.
Yeah. Well, I have an idea of what I'm going to do, assuming that I'm allowed to go on this raid train.
Yeah, and I'm thinking that because you're the only British person that has responded so far, you might be the start of it.
Okay.
Depending on if someone else it gets back to me or not.
Yeah. Well, there's plenty of time yet.
Yeah, there's still what is it? I think it's 11 days for people to get it back to me.
Cool.
When is this raid train?
It's on the last day of the month.
Alright. See, I've only been back since Wednesday.
Well, there's no better way of making your mark, is there?
I mean,
And I'm really holding out for someone that always goes live on that same day I go live, because
Oh.
if we can get them involved, that'd make me the most happy. And actually, well, Silent, you said that so many people got involved with my 24-hour stream to celebrate 13 years on YouTube. I was talking to someone on their stream yesterday, and they said that they enjoyed that stream that you referred to. And I told them, hey, check your DMs. Let's do this again.
All right.
Yeah, I really think people like Superhero of Bricks and things like that should be involved.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I told some people, hey, if you want to DM me about getting involved, I answer my DMs. Like,
I was just thinking, actually, I think it's actually better that you did it that way, so that people who are potentially interested can get in touch.
yeah, because I don't want to exclude anyone.
Yeah, thinking about it like that, if you specifically reached out to certain people, it would, in one sense, it would seem like begging, and in another sense, it would seem as if you're only interested in having certain people be part of
Yeah.
the raid train.
Well, actually, that's what I did. But I told myself that, hey, if any once I put it out there and anyone really wants to get involved, to DM me, because it's
Yeah.
easier to keep track of DMs than it is to go back to someone's stream and hoping that they remembered to turn on the live chat history, because not everyone remembers to do that.
Ah, that was me.
See, the only way, as I say, I would get into the raid train stuff with the community is if I blocked quite a few people. And be selective to see who I actually collaborate with if I was doing a collaboration with somebody.
Well, I guess there's a chance that the people you mention wouldn't, they wouldn't, what's it called? They wouldn't join your part of the raid train if you did join.
Yeah, I mean, if they've got common sense, they wouldn't. But not everyone has common sense. Some people just like to cause trouble, but some like to avoid it.
And I like to be I kind of like to be the piggy in the middle.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I have to admit, there is a part of me that kind of likes the drama. But
Embrace it,
yeah.
because
Well,
I've embraced it. I've accepted the fact that it's gonna happen.
I guess it's natural.
To be honest with you, about streaming, what I have noticed is the short streams have actually dipped.
Yes, they have.
Short streams.
With each channel, I think for the first few, you get a couple hundred views, and then they just suddenly dip.
See, I've noticed some people who have been able to keep things consistent, but I've seen other people who have also dropped off, and I think that's what happens whenever there's a new feature on anything.
Mm.
Yeah, something slight changes. Like when I posted my YouTube short a few days ago, it didn't get the normal amount of views I usually get using the hashtags. When I scheduled it the next day to go set it, so I scheduled it at 9 p.m. at night to re-go at 8:30 a.m. in the morning. It was fine. Like I find this scheduling now is more useful than just posting off the bat, because they actually share the short to a certain amount of people before it's even going live.
Yeah,
That's why they say to keep a video as unlisted instead of private before you schedule to upload it, so that, because if it's private, that means the YouTube algorithm can't start training who to send it out to before you switch it to public.
Yeah, obviously it goes through all those different phases, doesn't it? So
Yeah.
yeah. I like things better in the old days where you could just upload a video and let the market decide.
Well, that was in the wild west of
Wild
social
West.
media.
yeah, now it's all technical.
And it's like at grad school, I'm literally doing a social media class.
Yeah, that's cool. That is cool. It's good. It's great that they're offering such classes, because I think it would be great if more people had that knowledge.
See,
Like
because
it's not going to help me directly, but it'll help part of my understanding.
because how technical it is now, social media, it's actually classed as useful knowledge. So they teach it in universities, in grad schools, and in
Yeah,
colleges.
because it's a part of a communications degree.
Yeah. I mean, I think 5 or 6 years ago, probably wouldn't have even been in the picture.
No.
Well, back then they all focused their efforts into journalism rather than content creation.
Yeah, or psychology, things like that.
Oh man. So many people, when I was in college, so many people did psychology.
You can get that stuff out of a book. You know what I mean?
I've always wondered why that was such a popular subject.
I never understood it either.
Like,
Yeah.
unless you're working in a setting like this, there's no need to learn psychology. It's just dry knowledge.
But like I remember in the early 2010s seeing, like, watching film and television of teen drama and teenage drama and all these psychology classes and all these scenes where the characters would ask, so how did that make you feel? It's like that was trending at about that time.
Which is a comment from One Brick there. Don't like drama, but do you like to be noisy? That's rather intriguing, actually. What do you mean by noisy?
Which means
Well, part of the noise is sometime if you don't toot your own horn, there's no music.
Ah, I see. I found myself having to strike a balance with that.
I mean, I think it would appeal to my sense of humor if I was to ever get in an argument with somebody, just buy a horn. So while they're talking, just beat the horn. Because if you can't shut them up, just overnoise them.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I wish life had an actual mute button.
Me too, 4 a.m. when my hamster's on his wheel.
And it's almost 6 a.m. here. And I've got a live stream in 4.5 hours.
Oh my goodness. Maybe you should get some sleep.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking now.
All right. Yeah, I recommend you do that.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that is what I'm gonna do. Anyway, it was nice talking to y'all. And if y'all are still awake, then TTYL.
All right. Thanks for coming on, Mayor.
All right, cheers.
See ya.
No problem. Right, this is actually more complicated than I thought. I thought I was going to be done by now, but it's a lot harder when there's no numbered bags and such small pieces.
And a lot of pieces.
A lot of pieces, yeah.
Yeah. Take a page out of Never Too Old for Legos book.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot what he specifically did.
Oh, he buys a lot of sets that don't have numbered bags. He just pours them into a turkey. A turkey.
Oh, I see.
I couldn't build like that. A set, I mean, a mock. Easily, I could build a mock out of this. You know what I mean? That would be quite interesting.
Well, I remember on Mayo's 24-hour stream, Britain Bricks did something very similar.
What's that? Just a load of pieces and try and use all the pieces to build something?
Well, for whatever reason, he emptied a whole bunch of sets onto his desk. And these are quite substantial sets as well. And then he tasked himself with building one of the sets from all the pieces from all the sets that he tipped out.
That's quite interesting.
It's a pretty good exercise for a 24-hour live stream, I will say.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see myself buying any sets from this day forward.
Me neither, really.
Oh crap! There's nothing good out there.
Well, I wouldn't say it was all crap. There's a couple of things to think about, though. For one, there's so many people building a lot of these sets on live streams, and no hate toward any of them.
Yeah.
But it kind of takes away from me wanting to build the things myself or purchase the things myself.
For next year when I go to the Lego house.
Oh, you're going to go to the Lego house?
Yeah, I've got the opportunity next year to go.
Nice.
Yeah, with this residential care company.
Okay.
It's just been quite a bit going on quite recently. That needs to be resolved before we plan it and that kind of stuff.
Right. I think you're going to enjoy it over there.
Yeah. I mean, I'd rather save that money to go and buy their exclusive sets. You know, it's one in a lifetime sort of place, isn't it?
I wouldn't say it was once in a lifetime. You can get there fairly easily.
It's always better when you go with somebody, though, but to get that sort of money is quite difficult, isn't it?
That's true. What was I going to say? It's a matter of timing as well, I find.
Yeah. obviously I'll be practically an adult by then, so I think it'll be decent. Like most people that I speak to wouldn't believe that I'm the age I am.
Oh yeah, I remember you mentioning that before.
Even people that work with me are like, "Are you sure you're fucking? Are you sure you're this age and not this age?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Yeah, on the outside, in people's heads, I'm the age I am. On the inside, I'm like 40."
Well, I would admit I did think you were much older than you actually are.
Yeah, I mean, I've been through a lot in my life. I've experienced a lot. I've
Yeah.
seen. I was born with a lot.
To be honest, I think most of us in the hobby, let alone the network, have gone through very significant things. And that's kind of what brings most of us together. But then there's different degrees.
Yeah, I mean, I've got intelligence, but I can act extremely mature at times for when, let's say, for instance, I'm in a depressive mood or mania, something like that, you know?
Yeah.
Or to the point where I can't help what I say or do.
I'd imagine it's a case where you just want to release something.
What do you mean?
There's some it's almost as if there's something welling up inside you and you want to get rid of it. You just don't know how or don't care how.
No, it's not that. The thing
No?
is, when I go into an episode, I don't know I'm in one
Okay.
until I start feeling impulses to do things that I shouldn't want to do.
Oh dear.
Yeah. But it's caused by people around me. Here, I mean, I don't mean social media, I mean here.
Yeah.
Just to clarify that. I fill up with a few people because I haven't clarified enough about that.
Yeah, the social media stuff is bad enough, but when you can't really get away from it, that's when things really start to go wrong.
Yeah, I mean, in the sort of situation I'm in, the only way I'm winning something is if I get angry and it becomes a risk for them to be here.
Yeah. How's it going? Never too old.
Hey, what's up, Michael?
There you go. Glad you could make it.
Yeah.
There's another person who has recently started streaming again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been not to get too deep into it, but I've been going through a phase where I know I should be at least completing some projects and making some videos, but there's just so much going on and not quite as much motivation as I had before.
You're entitled to break, you know? It's not going to change anything not having a break or having a break.
Well, actually, I never thought about it as a break, but you're probably right, actually.
You know? You're allowed a break.
Yeah.
It's just like having time off work for a bit, isn't it? Everyone's
Yeah,
entitled to so much a year.
that's true. That's true. I did not know this, but Never Too Old is apparently a dark web hacker.
Oh, I heard about that.
Oh yeah,
And the leader of a mafia.
The maf-
Part of the mafia. That's what I heard.
Well, he did have a t-shirt design that suggested as much.
Yeah. People running their mouths when they shouldn't be.
Oh dear.
When they've got enough issues going on.
I wish I could hack.
See, I understand both sides.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
So both sides of what?
Between the two issues here, with never to offer Lego and Roman bricks.
Oh, I see.
You know, I understand why Roman does what he does, but I also understand why Michael does what he does. And Roman bricks really shouldn't be here. Generally, because of his issues, he shouldn't be here.
I'll be kind of careful when I say this, but I almost kind of expected it. Because
Yeah, he just shouldn't be here. It's going to create too much trouble.
I only say that because I used to work with, other people from his part of the world, and I'm not saying it's true for everybody from that part of the world, but they weren't the most pleasant people to work with for various reasons.
Yeah.
So I could see.
It comes down to their culture, their country culture, not the religion, the country culture.
Yeah. There's a few things regarding the culture that would suggest that.
Yeah.
But again, I'd rather take people as they are.
If you can. Sometimes you just can't, because something just can't be helped.
Yeah.
That's when you got to block them and never speak to them again.
Indeed.
Never enough for me. I always have to have 2 or 3.
You see, I'm not personally a fan of. What was that?
What's that? It's McCann.
Oh. Oh man. I thought somebody whispered in my ear.
It's an angel.
I was gonna say though, I'm generally not a fan of just blocking people because it's the way it's usually been done, or the way it's usually done, it's more cowardly than anything. But in some cases, it is actually necessary.
See, people use social media as a combat because they're knowing the other people on the other end of the social media won't react.
Or they can't get to them.
Well, they can if they really wanted to.
Oh, well, yeah. There have been stories about that.
There is ways, but I just choose not to follow those ways, and I hope a lot of people here also choose not to follow those ways, no matter how strong the urge is.
Well, I think some people would be very careful if it became more commonplace.
Yeah, there's better things to worry about, like your health or your actions or improving yourself daily.
Yeah, absolutely. Personally, I think, as much as I don't like those people, at least I can go to bed at night knowing that I'm not one of them. That I have far more of a life than they ever could.
Same. Like yesterday, I went to the beach. I walked along the coast. I had some chips from the fish and chip shop.
Nice.
Great life.
That's awesome, man. I can't think of the last time I went to the beach.
It was a nice day yesterday, wasn't it? So.
Yeah, it was pretty good weather.
Yeah. It said it was 13 degrees in the car, but I think that just goes off the heat of the metal. And obviously, it needs to be a warmer temperature outside for the metal to reach the same as the actual weather. Sorry, what does this comment say? I can't see it down here. Right, let me see. Let me
You know what?
get the phone up. If I can find it. There it is.
You're never too old. That's one thing I would certainly want to see happening is the idea of going to see people.
Let me see this.
As a matter of fact, I had an idea a while ago.
I also agree with that, Michael. His head would be off his shoulders. Just saying.
Yeah, if people knew that somebody would potentially come and see them, I'm pretty sure they would act differently.
Canadians don't stand for that type of stuff.
So I hear.
You know, it isn't just Michael. The whole country. Canadians don't stand for that stuff. You know, the whole one big family Canada. You attack one, you attack them all.
Hey. I have been forewarned. As I was saying though, one idea that I had, and it's probably not necessary now, is starting a new YouTube channel, but specifically for allowing people to address beef. So if say somebody had a problem with somebody else, they could set up a live stream, could have a moderator, and for a short period of time they could hash things out, they could talk to each other and hopefully come to a resolution.
See, the thing is, I don't know if you were in Foggy Moggy's chat the other day, but I wasn't even back 24 hours and somebody already tried creating something with me.
No, I didn't see that.
Demos.
He did?
Yep.
Yeah, I hadn't seen that or heard of that.
Brought something up from a private conversation about
no.
About anti-AI, right?
Yeah.
I told them to stop protesting because it's actually against the law to protest on social media.
It is?
Yeah. People
did
get
not know
arrested
that.
for it all the time.
I definitely didn't know that.
It depends on the severity of the issue. But you can fall out with a lot of people from it as well.
Yeah, I'd imagine so.
You know? And I think Demos is a bit too young to be understanding that sort of thing. I realised that when he was saying, but this, but that, but this, but that, but this, but that.
Well, I had seen that he'd been saying for a while that he wanted to get things off his chest, that he wanted to rant. And I did know that he had some anti-AI sentiments. I didn't think it was that bad though.
Yeah, he's going into every live stream and saying it.
Okay, I have seen that part, yeah.
You know, it's got that bad. He's changed his profile picture to some polar bear. Apparently, it's some new 2020 trend about anti-AI, or a polar bear gets killed.
Oh dear.
I can't lie though. Penguins are becoming extinct.
Are they?
Yeah, I was reading up about it the other day because the climate changes in the air. Because of all these bombs and stuff going off in different countries, it's actually affecting the other side of the world.
My goodness.
There's hardly any penguins left, apparently.
Hey,
The next decade.
hang on, gotta acknowledge Canadian links. Apparently there's that links. Thank you very much. You can see it properly. Pick a number between 1 and 12 before you disappear.
Wow, that's like That's like the #1 time I've ever seen links donate.
I've certainly never seen it. But thank you once again, Links. If you're still here, pick a number between 1 and 12. I've got to add one of these. She picks 12.
What does never 12 for bricks mean when he said, no, why does she love Roman bricks so much?
Why does she love roaming so much when he is all for it?
Yeah, when he means she, who does he mean by she?
I have no idea.
There's plenty of she's I've seen Roman brick streams in. Becca, one brick at a time. He could be referring to Becca Fortnite because they apparently had some argument the other day.
Oh dear.
Becca was laughing at the issue, apparently. She found it quite funny. The drama, I mean.
Demos is a girl?
I have no idea.
Uh,
Cross-gender, probably. I've heard people call him he, she, they, it.
Probably better not to think about it too much.
I know. I just ignore them sort of people. I got my reasons behind it.
Yeah, it's fair enough. I mean, everybody should have their stance on something.
Yeah. I mean, they can verify themselves as a cat. I don't care what they are. It's just who they are. As long as they don't interfere their business with mine, it's all right.
I forgot what I was gonna say. I was gonna say something. Probably doesn't mean very much.
Yeah, everything matters what you say, silent.
No, I mean the thing that I was gonna say probably doesn't matter so much. Yeah, I completely forgotten. Unfortunately, it may come back.
Changed my hamster cage, as you probably saw from the picture I sent you.
You changed your hamster cage.
Yeah, like the interior. I changed the bedding he had.
Okay.
The hamster wood chip. Now I'm using like forest.
All right.
Like grass. He loves it.
Nice. So how frequently do you change the bedding in your hamster cage?
Less than they recommend.
Okay, not too frequently then.
No, but there's a reason behind that because it can kill the hamster quicker, caused by stress.
Yeah, that
Elevates the heart rate.
I can understand.
I've had him 2.5 years.
How's it going? Oh, there's another familiar face. Relions. How you doing, sir?
3 lions.
Sorry, Relions, not 3 lions. Yeah, he's someone I met last year at Printed World Conference in Amsterdam, and he's very much into 3D printing.
Oh, very nice.
He actually produces some very cool stuff.
Yeah, I was watching a 3D printer today actually. He 3D printed loads of like weird shaped objects and turned it into a character.
A character.
Yeah, for some like game or something he made. Like
okay.
Kind of reminded me of Warhammer.
I see. Well, 3D printing is quite popular for tabletop games.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I don't mean I don't understand why they do it. I mean I don't understand what it is.
Okay.
Tabletop games.
Okay. Yeah, I've been having some problems with getting sleep as well recently. I don't know if it's the weather, if it's stuff I've been eating, or lack of movement or whatever. But hopefully you'll get some good sleep this weekend or even sooner.
Is that Lynx making too much noise taking your bacon out of the fridge?
Eh?
Is that Lynx been making too much noise taking
Oh,
bacon out of the fridge?
well, the joke's on her. I don't have any bacon.
Oh, that's all right. I don't eat bacon either anymore. It's too fatty for me.
Good for
I've
you.
actually cut pork out full stop.
So Reliance talking about the person you saw making the character. I do think there's a lot of value in people designing the models they actually make.
Just give me a second. I might be able to pull his name up.
Okay. Yeah, personally, I respect people who design the stuff that they make. In this case, print a lot more. But I understand that some people aren't able to, for whatever reason. As a matter of fact, I have kind of tasked myself with learning how to sculpt more organic shapes with 3D printing. So it's something that I'm going to have to do. Just looking for the wrong color parts.
I'm just looking through my subscriptions. I don't think I subscribed to them.
Okay.
I saw the stream though. I'll just have to check out my watch history because I was watching them this morning.
Exactly, Reliance.
What's that, sorry?
You're saying, basically saying, as long as you don't claim that you made something when you just clicked and printed it. The same thing as, I forgot who it was who said it last week, talking about people who download a model from somewhere like Rebrickable and act as if they designed it themselves.
Yeah, I get that. There you go, Canuck Creator.
Okay. I've heard that name before. Yeah.
Yeah. Canuck Creator. He has
Canuck Creator.
71,000 subscribers.
Yeah. There's quite a few of those.
Making bacon printer pancakes.
Eh?
Making bacon printer pancakes.
Bacon printer pancakes.
Yeah, no idea what that is.
Well, it could be a couple of things. Could be using a print bed to cook bacon.
Does it get that hot?
I suppose it can.
That's
not normally, but it could.
Yeah. Obviously, the laser, if it's a UV printer, the laser gets quite hot, doesn't it?
With a resin printer, it's usually a screen that cures the resin, so it generally wouldn't get hot.
Okay. I mean, I saw somebody cook a chicken on a go-kart exhaust once.
Why would they do that?
To see if it would work.
Did they eat it?
No, of course they didn't.
That's a waste of a chicken then.
I know, I almost wonder where the vegan t-shirt gets it from. You know what I mean? Killing innocent chickens.
Yep. Says As One Brick was asking earlier, yeah, there are people who print upscaled Lego figures and other large things. Relions mentioned the Gundam
Oh yeah, the
figure.
Gundam. Yeah, this guy printed a Gundam not too long ago. Actually, I just saw that.
Yeah, it's a good application for a 3D printer, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite a few people have done upscaled Lego, just as I have and am doing. There's a guy named Nate from the internet who is very famously printing a large version of a Lego castle. And there's another person who has a lot of likes on his shorts. He's printing a 1.5 scale Millennium Falcon, I think it is.
I've just gained a subscriber.
Nice.
I'm at 95. The last subscriber was somebody called Melba Builds. Thank you very much if you're watching this stream.
I think I messed up here, but
What the? 21 shares on this short. I didn't share it that many times. Someone's been promoting me. Thank you.
yeah, that's cool.
Apparently my stats are impossible. So I've got 6.4 watch hours from this short, and it only has 1,940 views.
Hopefully it's just the issue of the stats not catching up yet.
No, I mean, they would have to be watching it 3 or 4 times.
Oh, I see. I see.
And I highly doubt that because I only have a 60% swipe. The stats don't make sense. It just logically doesn't make sense. If somebody's watching it 3 or 4 times, you'd think it would be lower, wouldn't you? The swipe.
I don't know. I literally have no clue about these things. Reliance mentioned a very important point, and it's also why I prefer designing my own parts, especially for upscale Lego. It is possible to download Lego parts for printing online. You can get them fairly easily, but I've run into problems with parts fitting together. So, I mean, in general, I think it's personally more rewarding to design the bits myself.
I mean, regarding the size, that's why filament and an extra few copies of said prints is also useful, right?
Yeah.
Because if it's too big, you can sand it down. If it's too small, you can add filament.
Yes, and it's also fairly easy to make prototype parts, so you can check whether bits can fit or not.
Yeah.
So there's quite a bit of tweaking involved, but once you have some experience, it becomes second nature.
I guess it's just always better when you design it yourself, though, isn't it?
It can be. It can be. Sometimes it is more convenient to just outsource it or try and find somebody else who's done something similar.
Yeah, like I've never designed someone's mock on Rebrickable.
Yeah.
I always build my own.
That is more rewarding, I think.
Yeah, 100%. If you've got this much Lego, this is only, 50 kilo. I've got 100 kilos stored in my drawers, or a bit more than that, actually. It's, you're better designing stuff yourself. If you've got this much of a collection, not just a couple of parts.
Yeah, I think indeed, if you're going to have that larger collection, then you may as well design things yourself.
Yeah. there's no point in wasting decent parts on a tiny little build about that big.
No,
Do you know what I mean?
no.
And I'm certainly not paying 20 or 30 pounds for some instructions.
Well, since we've very briefly mentioned 3D printing, I came up with yet another project that I hopefully will have ready for Maker Central next month. But it's quite ambitious for me, so I'm not going to say anything just yet. I might not actually get started on it, but I think it'll be an interesting one, and it will help with this hobby as well, I think.
Yeah. I mean, what I think you should do is take a little break. Obviously, it's your decision and your life, but having a little break just to analyze for what it is always good before doing it, isn't it?
Yes. It's a tricky one, I think, because technically I've already taken a break with you know, all the stuff that, you know, is concerning moving and everything. And I have work, I have the day job, thank goodness. But it's also really been a while since I've created anything noteworthy. So I don't want to wait too long. And I'm getting older.
Only by a couple of months.
Yeah, I see what you mean. And in that time, I can really think about things and plan a comeback, so to speak.
Yeah. Then you'll reach that 2,000 subscribers in a few minutes.
I hope. But
yeah.
if I don't, then that's fine too.
There's no difference between you and someone else that has 100 views in a stream at one time, because you both have 1,000 odd subscribers. It's just how you access it.
Yeah.
The Lego community is out there. The ones we don't even see anymore. They are out there. They're just harder to get access to.
I think to be honest though, in my case, it's just about being authentic. It's about it's probably more about being authentic again, because it does feel as if I've been chasing things for too long.
Yeah. I mean, if I was in your position, you'd probably know what I'd do.
Yeah, I think I know what you would do.
You know?
And yes, Reliance, I don't like looking at the numbers either. I actually have them hidden in YouTube Studio. But unfortunately, YouTube insists on showing me occasionally.
I think if I had 1,000 subscribers, I would start selling. I would start focus on making branding more than anything else. I wouldn't create content. I would focus more on branding.
Branding?
Yes. The name and what that means.
Oh, okay.
Rather than just having 1,000 subscribers and trying to grow on that.
Yeah.
I'd focus on keeping those 1,000.
Yep.
And working on a branding.
That makes sense.
An online business where I'm going to sell all sorts. You know what I mean? Gaming chairs, Lego chairs.
Yeah.
You know, because you never see anyone making that sort of stuff.
That is true.
A
That
Lego
is
chair,
true.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, like specifically built for Lego builders that are constantly sat down. Because trust me, I know from first-hand experience what that feels like.
That's an interesting idea, actually. Maybe it's worth conceptualizing what a chair specifically for Lego builders would look like, or what it would feel like. 'Cause
Like I
there's,
just wouldn't make personal merch with my name written across it. Because that's too detailed.
yeah,
You just better create something that's never been created before.
mm,
Something unique that's going to be helpful for a lot of people.
yeah, I hear that.
The best business is not the one that goes the highest price for the highest quality. It's the one that goes cheap with the highest quality. Because then you get more
So
customers, you get new people.
it's the it's the it's the item that people will naturally go towards, I think.
Yeah. I mean, no one's going to buy a chair that's going for $2.5 grand. You know what I mean?
Well, they might, but
It's
then the
made out of silver.
um yeah, to answer Relian's earlier question, I do open Studio occasionally because well, I pretty much have to because I upload videos through there, and sometimes I have to change a few things on my videos. Um, but I was just gonna say as well, there's obviously gaming chairs. There's a huge market for gaming chairs, and yeah, you will see on some people's streams they've gotten themselves gaming chairs rather than let's say a chair that's more conducive to building.
Yeah, like Michael, for instance, he's got a gaming chair.
Yeah, I
And a
think that
carbon fiber desk.
that's somehow become the thing for people doing live streams,
What's that?
getting a gaming chair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Business 101, a sensible price, knowing our target market target, whichever, and the value they want to pay. But if you have a good enough product and a big enough name, which is just as important these days, people will pay more.
See, it's better having 5 subscribers. Sorry, it's better having probably about 50 subscribers than 10,000 subscribers. Do you know why that is?
Because those 50 will be more loyal.
Yes, they'll be watching this stream.
Mm,
Like 9,080 of the 10,000 subscribers probably won't be watching.
yeah.
They're
And
just
it's
people that have scrolled by and tried to be nice by subscribing, and you never see them.
it's so easy to forget, isn't it? Because there's been so much focus on the numbers.
Yeah, like if you're trying to earn money from YouTube, there's something wrong with you. Do you know what I
Oh,
mean?
I wouldn't go that far.
Because the only money people make from YouTube is through donation base.
But again, that's why it's more important to have, for lack of a better term, quality subscribers than lots of subscribers.
Yep. That's why I create my content the way I create it.
Yeah.
In a specific niche. If people don't like my niche, they cannot watch my content and unsubscribe.
Yeah. Yeah. Relines is a very good example of, in my opinion, how to do things right. Because I met him last year at the event, and he's done a couple of events since then, showcasing his products, and he's met people in real life, and he's built his numbers. He's building his numbers from that activity.
Yeah. I mean, I am thinking about making a hoodie with my logo and stuff on it. Not for people to buy, but for more
For
personal
yourself.
brand outside of the community.
Yeah.
You know, like going out talking to people, being around a
Yeah.
environment where people like Lego. Like, for
Yeah.
instance, going to a second-hand Lego shop or something.
Yeah, that's cool in terms of building your profile and your channel, and
Yeah.
ultimately having people recognize you as somebody who's involved with Lego.
Yeah, I mean, I just heard some big news the other day about Brixie.
Yes, he's no longer a Lego ambassador.
Yeah, and honestly, that doesn't generally surprise me.
As I said, I don't feel any way about it, honestly.
I generally don't even want to be one anymore, to be honest with you.
That was quick. That was a quick turnaround.
Yeah, I really don't want to be one anymore. But that's generally because I just see inspiration to do other things for I could be earning 6 digits instead of 4 digits a year.
Well, I'll let you in on something. You probably won't make very much working with or for Lego.
No, if you work for Lego, you're doing it for fun, aren't you?
That's generally the idea, that you'd be so enthralled with working directly with Lego that you won't think about the money.
Yeah, that's why a lot of elderlies work for Lego, because they've got their pension.
Elderly people,
What's that?
older? Do you say older people?
Yeah, most of the majority that work for Lego is the older generation, isn't it?
Um, from what I remember, there were quite a few older people, but it is, from what I've seen, there are quite a few younger people as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I've
I
heard
mean,
of
what I
many.
mean, I'm not saying there isn't younger people. I'm saying the older people's going
Yeah.
to be more prominent to do this
Okay.
sort of thing.
Okay. I've certainly heard of Money Reliance. Doesn't like me very much.
Yeah, my money doesn't like to stay in my bank account.
That I know a bit too much about.
That's why I've got to draw it out and hide it. I have to take a sedative
Yeah.
in order to hide my money. So when the medication wears off, I forget where I've put it.
Oh dear, that bad.
Yeah, something like that. It's what happens.
Yes. Sorry, go ahead.
What happens when you spend over £60 on energy drink per week?
Okay, that's way too much. Energy drink.
It's only carbonated water, vitamins, and
Yeah.
caffeine.
With sugar and sweetener.
No, I drink sugar-free ones.
Okay, lots of sweetener then.
What's that?
Lots of sweetener.
It's not that much. You need at least 30 grams of sweetener before it does anything harmful.
Okay, well, I guess I'll just settle with no grams of sweetener.
Yeah.
Yes, I was just gonna say that I have been privileged to work with Lego on a few occasions. A little humble bragging, but that's how I know that you really wouldn't be making a lot of money working for them or with them.
Yeah, you either work with them or you work for them.
Yeah, I remember when it was considered the holy grail to actually land a job with Lego back in the day. I don't know if it's the same now with everything that's going on,
I doubt it.
but I do know that that I never wanted to get to that stage. It's not something that I actively looked for.
Yeah. Yeah, I always told you I would never be a Lego ambassador. I would always be something else.
But you wanted to go for it though, didn't you?
Yeah.
One brick is asking if your back is hurting yet.
Who is mine?
One brick.
My back.
Yeah, if your back is hurting.
Yeah, that's for a different reason though.
Oh,
Yeah. It's actually more my rib than my back, but yeah.
oh well. Hope it's not too serious.
Nah, it's muscular.
Okay.
My back never hurts. Sprog like me, getting for work. Hands and knees.
Whoops.
I haven't used that term in a long time. Sprog.
Sprog.
Yeah.
That's not a word you hear every day.
What's that, sorry?
That's not a word you hear every day.
No, it means child, doesn't it?
Oh yeah. Even forgot what it meant.
Sprog parking spot.
I see.
I mean, something my granddad used to say. You're a sprog.
Yeah, I didn't think it would take this long to build this set, but shows what I know.
You make a part 2?
I could, yes.
Because it's getting a bit late currently, isn't it?
Yeah, I probably should let these people. Well, I should probably free the hostages.
The hostages are free to go anytime.
They don't know that.
All right. My bad. Did I just spoil the secret?
All right, I'll just put this bit onto the model, and then I will let you guys free.
Do you know what's Silent?
Yeah.
Do you know what I think you as right now? Talking about 3D printing and mechanisms and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
The next Wallace.
Wallace.
Yeah, from Wallace and Gromit.
Well, oh man. Yeah, I thought that's what you meant. Unfortunately, those days are over. Well, they were long over.
Yeah.
Because I actually did a degree in animation.
I think that'd be pretty cool,
That would have been a nice thing to introduce into the hobby, but I just don't have the passion for it anymore.
No, I mean being the engineer. I don't mean making animation.
Oh, right. Possibly if some of this stuff doesn't work out, maybe.
Because I think you could cover a lot with 3D printing with engineering. Well, technically, 3D printing is engineering, but yeah. I'm talking like mechanical engineering.
Yeah. I'd even thought about designing my own parts.
What's that, sorry?
I thought about designing my own parts. So if Lego doesn't have something in particular, I could design a new part and then incorporate it myself.
Yeah.
Right, so this is all. Put that back in place. This is what I have at the moment. Let's put it a little bit larger on the screen here.
Yeah, that's slightly, but I can see it now. Being 20 meters from the ground.
So in 2 hours, I've managed to get this far.
That's not too bad. Obviously, from looking at the instructions when you've shown them to the screen, they
yeah. And this isn't a particularly expensive set either. It's just dealing with small pieces.
See those small pieces? Unless they're needed for the structure, I'd put them on afterwards.
Which small pieces?
Like the details.
Oh yeah. I see.
always put them on last. If I'm designing something like that, I would always put it
Yeah.
my own way.
I see what you mean. Yeah, that would make a lot more sense.
But you don't know that when you've just opened the book, do you?
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I believe if I was to, let's say, become an instruction designer, I'd put the details at the end. Focus on the structure first, the
Yeah.
spine of the build, right?
Yeah, that's when I've made instructions for my own models, that's how I do things.
Yeah, and then do detail afterwards.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to start with detail first and then have a rubbish structure.
Not when you're trying to build on top of things, I would say.
Yeah, because that's when things start to become hollow and unsturdy.
That's an unusual message from One Brick.
What's that?
I don't know. I don't know if that's a donation or a super chat or a prank or something, but
Let me see.
I don't know. Usually, if it was a super chat, there would be a fancy notification or something. But
199 from One Brick. Thanks, written on top of a purple heart. So it's described the emoji, and they wrote thanks in the $2.
yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it does that with StreamYard as well.
Okay.
She's donated $2, so technically she can choose a duck.
Yes, I'll say thank you, One Brick, anyway. So you get to choose one of these. I'll bring this up closer. So a number between 1 and 12, and that's going to go in my box.
If she's still here, of course.
If she isn't, I'll ask her next time.
It's going to be a nightmare to pick up.
All right. I'll just have to catch her some other time then.
Wait, she's still... Oh.
That's Alexandria giving the W.
Yeah.
There you go. Let's put it on screen.
I might go and check out Mayo's live soon anyway, when he goes live.
Oh, yes. Hopefully I'll still be up by then.
Yeah.
Got to support the crew.
I mean, as I say, I'm usually up all night.
All right, folks, I'm going to call an end to the live stream now. And I want to thank everybody for joining in. Shout out to Relions in particular for taking his time out of his very busy schedule. And thank you again to One Brick and Canadian Links for their donations. I really appreciate it. And of course, thank you to Owen for joining me on the stream and making it that much more interesting.
Yep, and I would like to give a shout out to Mayo Hosco for tuning in today's live stream.
Yes, indeed. Shout out to Mayo. Make sure you catch his live stream a bit later if you happen to be up, if you happen to be available. And of course, we got to support each other. That was the chair, not me.
Uh-huh.
All right. So until next time, folks, this has been Silent Mode, maker, artist, and Lego enthusiast, encouraging you all, as always, to do your thing. Your final words, Owen.
Potato.
Have a good evening, folks.